his evidence, the applicant/witness is to be referred to during his evidence to the Commission and after his evidence insofar as the Commission is concerned as Mr. X. 3, the applicant's name shall not be disclosed or published in any manner. 4, no person may take or publish any photograph, image, or appearance of the applicant, nor have his photograph, image, or appearance published in any way, nor broadcast any video of the applicant. 5, the applicant need not be present at the Commission's hearing venue when giving evidence and may give his evidence from a secret location. 6, no person other than the chairperson, members of the Commission's legal team, the Commission's safety and security advisor, those necessary to assist or protect the witness when he gives evidence, or another person specifically designated by the chairperson will be permitted to enter the secret location without the prior written permission of the chairperson. 7, an audio link from the secret location will be provided so that the applicant's evidence can be heard in the hearing room when he gives it. 8, this order may be amended or supplemented by the chairperson at any time if in his opinion that is necessary to ensure the protection of the witness or any other person in connection with the witness evidence or to ensure fairness to any implicated person. And that is the order.
Thank you, Chair. We are now in a position subject to the interpreter being sworn in and subject to, I understand the oath needs to be administered.
Yes, there was something that was missing in the wording of the certificate.
Yes.
I had been told 2 minutes would be enough to do that.
I think that there was an issue with the printer. I had some message come to me of that order.
Yeah.
So we are hoping that that will be resolved imminently.
Yes.
Chair, before we return, the one issue is the swearing in of the witness. My proposal is that takes place similarly before we return.
Oh, yes. You remember, well, maybe you were not involved, with regard to the other witness.
Yes.
That was taken care of in a certain way.
Yes.
I just need to recall how that was dealt with. We do need to adjourn for a few minutes to get this certificate sorted out.
Certainly.
So I think we'll adjourn, and then once that has been taken care of, then we will resume.
Thank you, Chair.
We adjourn.
All rise. I think you just
think we are finally in a position to proceed with the evidence of Mr. X.
Yes.
Chair, I understand that he has been sworn in, and the next matter for me is just to ask that his affidavit be entered into the record of the evidence as Exhibit DD31. Chair, the file in front of you labeled DD31 comprises the witness's affidavit and its annexures.
The affidavit of Mr. X and the annexures will be marked Exhibit DD31 and admitted into the proceedings.
Thank you, Chair.
And there's going to be an interpreter.
Indeed.
Yes. For the record, Ms. Kumalo will be the interpreter. She'll interpret from isiZulu to English and from English to isiZulu. And she has taken the required oath, and she has previously interpreted in proceedings of this commission. Thank you, Ms. Kumalo.
Thanks, Chair.
Yes.
Chair, if I may just begin with an audio check to the witness. Can, Ms. Kamala, could you communicate with Mr. X as to whether he can hear us at the moment?
Mr. X? Uyasizwa?
Ngiyanizwa.
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Mr. X, do you confirm that you have taken the prescribed oath?
Mr. X, uyaqinisekisa ukuthi uye wathatha isifungo?
Yebo.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Right,
Chair.
proceed.
Mr. X, when you met with the legal team and investigator of the commission yesterday, you said that it was not easy for you to give evidence today. Is that correct?
Mr. X, uyakhumbula uma udibana nethimba labaphenyi kanye nabameli abamele la uye wachaza ukuthi akukho lula for wena ukuzonikeza ngobufakazi la ku commission. Ingabe kunjalo?
Yebo kunjalo.
That is correct.
Can you please tell the chair why it is not easy for you to give evidence today?
Ungamtshela ke uchairperson ukuthi noma usihlalo ukuthi indaba kungekho lula for wena ukunikeza ngobufakazi namhlanje?
Yebo ngamtshela into eyenzekalayo mangicabanga angizizwa ngizoba safe mina nomndeni wami.
Yes, I can tell the chairperson is that myself and my family, we are not safe. I think my family and I, we are not safe.
Why do you feel unsafe?
Indaba uzizwa ungakhuselekanga?
Iqiniso engizolikhuluma alemukeleki kubanikazi balo.
The truth that I am going to reveal today is not acceptable to the people who are implicated in it.
So why do you give the evidence today?
Manje ke indaba ukhetha ukunikeza ubufakazi namhlanje?
Isizathu ingoba bengenayo indlela yokuyichintsha lento indlela eyafika ngayo nabaphenyi baleli cala bafika nento engakwazi ukuyichintsha.
The manner in which I was approached by the investigators in this matter, there was no way I could change that. Whatever was brought forward to me, I could not change that, which was brought by the investigators.
How will your evidence today affect your relationship with Ms. Mieni, Mr. X?
Ubufakazi ozobethula namhlanje kuzobuthinta kanjani ubudlelwane phakathi kwakho nomama umyeni?
Ngizothi nje buphelile ngoba uzofisa ukuthi ngisho okuzosilekelela yena kungelula kumina ngoba nginento engiyiphethe la angikwazi ukuyiphikisa.
I would say that the relationship between myself and her would be over because her wish would be for me to say something that will favor her. But unfortunately, what I have or what I'm going to say is to the contrary of what she's expecting me to say.
Mr. X, are you afraid about giving this evidence today?
Ingabe ke Mr. X uyasaba ukunikeza ubufakazi namhlanje?
Ngizobunikeza ngoba sesishaye isikhathi sakho kodwa kumnandi kodwa ngizobunika.
I will give the evidence because it's about time I do so. Though it's not easy, but I will do it.
Ms. Hofmeyer, I forgot to raise with you the question of whether there is no previous witness we have referred to as Mr. X. So maybe your junior could check.
Yes.
In the meantime, we can continue using Mr. X.
We'll do that, certainly, Chair.
Just because X is quite common.
Quite common when identities are not to be disclosed, indeed, Chair.
Yeah.
We must make that check,
Yes, yeah.
and as soon as I have an answer, if necessary, we'll change the
Yes.
reference.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Mr. X, I'd like you to please look in the file that is marked Exhibit DD31, and if you could go to page 1 in that file.
Mr. X, ngizocela ke uye ku file elibhalwe lapha ubufakazi DD31 uvule ke ikhasi elokuqala.
Yeah, sengilivulile.
Yes, I am on page 1.
Thank you. And if you can go to the last page of that affidavit, you'll find that at page 28.
Mawuya ekugcineni ke kwalelo page lokugcina upage 28.
Mr. X, can you confirm that this is the affidavit that you deposed to yesterday?
Ungaqinisekisa ke ukuthi nangempela yiyo iaffidavit oyibhalise wayigcwalisa izolo wayisigned.
Yebo, iyona.
Yes, it is indeed.
And can you confirm under oath today that all of the facts set out in this affidavit are true and correct?
Ungaqinisekisa ke konke okubhalwe lapho ukuthi kuyiqiniso eliphelele, iqiniso lodwa.
Yebo, ngiyaqiniseka.
Yes, I confirm.
Thank you. I'd then like to turn over to page 2.
Ngizocela ke sindlulele phambili kwikhasi lesibili.
And I'd like to begin at paragraph 6 on that page.
Ngizocela siqale lapha kumugqa ke wesithupha paragraph 6.
I think before you do that, Ms. Hofmeyer, you might wish to deal with paragraph 5.
Indeed. I'm indebted,
Because
Chair.
he's testifying in isiZulu, but his affidavit is in
Indeed.
English.
Indeed. Mr.
And
X,
then before you proceed, let's make sure the interpreter has got the same pack, because when she interprets, she might need to have a look.
we will
at
make
the
that
pages.
available to
Yeah.
her. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. X, at paragraph 5 on page 2 of your affidavit, you explain why the affidavit is in English but your evidence in isiZulu. Can you please explain that to the chair?
Mr. X, ngizocela usichazele ke lapha kukhasi lakho lesibili umugqa ke owesihlanu uyachaza ke ukuthi yindaba ke iaffidavit yakho ingesiluku kodwa wena uzofakaza ngesiZulu. Ungakwazi ukusichazela?
Yebo, isizathu ukuthi ngicela ukukhuluma ngesiZulu, ngifuna ukukhuluma into engiyaziyo ngalokho ngiyicabanga isingisi angisazi.
My explanation is, Chair, is that I want to be comfortable in what I'm going to say before this commission so that I cannot think it twice in English because I am not conversant in English.
You indicate in the affidavit that you can read and understand English. Is that correct?
Kodwa ke uchazile lapha ku affidavit yakho ukuthi kona ukusifunda uphinde usizwisise isilungu uyakwazi.
Yebo, ngiyakwazi.
That is correct.
Mr. Interpreter, the affidavit will be statement esifungelwe
Oh, thanks,
in
Chair.
isiZulu. Okay. All right, let's proceed.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. X, I'd like to pick it up at paragraph 6 then on page 2. Can you please explain to the Chair what...
Maybe before you go there, Mr. X, are you able to confirm that although your affidavit is in English, you understand everything that is written in it?
Babu X, ngicela nje uqinisekise lokho okulandelayo ukuthi noma ngabe ke istatement sakho esifungelwe lesi singesilungu kodwa uyakuzwisisa konke okuqukethwe kuso le statement esifungelwe.
Yebo ngiyakuzwisisa isingisi lesi ngiyasizwa kodwa ngokolimi lolwakwalo mase kukhulunywa ngehlule kuya ngalendlela basobe bekhuluma but into ebhalwe kanje ngiyakwazi kuyizwa nokuthi uthini njengawo lo muqa ngiyawuzwa ukuthi uthini ukuthi ngiyimember office bonelo ngiyawuzwa yonke into ngihlalele nayo ebusuku ngayifunda ngiyayizwa yonke lento ekhulunywa.
Okay, I can read and understand English. The only problem is when I'm supposed to speak English myself. That's where the problem is. But reading and understanding and hearing English, Chair, I can understand.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. X, please can you tell us what Isibonelo Construction CC is?
Mr. X, ngizocela usitshele ukuthi yini Isibonelo, inkampani yokwakha leya uCC iyini?
Noma umbuzo wakho trick kodwa angazi noma ubuza ukuthi iyenza msebenzi muni.
May I clarify? You mean what work or what is it that is done in that company or that CC?
Yes.
Yebo baba.
Yebo. Inkontraki le eyakha izindlu.
It's a construction company that builds houses.
And what role do you play in that company, that Isibonelo?
Wena indima Mr. X oyidlalayo kuyo le nkampani iyiphi?
Ngingumnikazi ngiphinde futhi ngibese emasayitini ngi-supply skill emasayitini ayo.
I'm not sure if I'm right if I say I am the owner of the company and I further work on the site, supplying skill on the site.
Thank you. And when was Isibonelo established?
Yasungulwa nini ke le nkampani?
I-registered ngo-1997.
It was established in 1997.
And your evidence has been it's involved in the construction industry and particularly in housing. Is that correct?
Uthi inkampani le eyokwakha kakhulukazi yakha izindlu. Ingabe usho njalo?
Yebo ngisho njalo.
That is correct.
Can you tell us about work that Isibonelo has done previously for Mhlatu's Water Board?
Ungasitshela ke umsebenzi oyenziwe ile nkampani Isibonelo iyenzela Mhlathuze. Can I get
Water
the full-
Board.
Water Board.
Okay. Engisawukhumbula ngisupplyile ama Jojo tank enkandla.
I didn't, Chair, I did not hear properly.
Yes, yes. Ask him to start afresh.
Ngizocela uqalele phansi.
Okay. Emhlathuze ngangithola i-order lokusupply ama Jojo tank enkandla.
At Mhlatuze Water Board, I got the work to supply. I'm not sure if I'm correct if I call it tank, water tanks, but you refer to it as
I think
Jojo
they are
tanks.
referred to as Jojo tanks. yeah.
Okay, Jojo tanks at Nkandla.
And when was that?
Bekukunini ke leso sikhathi uwenza lo usupplier lo lawo ma Jojo tanks?
Ngo 2007 kuya 2007 if ngaqamba manga.
If I'm not mistaken, 2007.
And then at paragraph 10 on page 2 of the affidavit, you talk about a particular invoice dated the 27th of September 2014. What did that invoice relate to?
Lapha ke kumugqa weshumi ukhuluma ke nge-invoice enosuku laka 27 September 2014 ibe yani le invoice papa?
Equipy date 2000 and
27 September 2014.
In paragraph 10
Beka
of
lapha
your
umugqa
affidavit.
weshumi
10, yeah.
kwikhasi lesibili lapha phansi.
Mr. Interpreter, you may well use paragraph because
Okay.
I also don't know
Okay.
what this
Ngicela
word is.
usebenzise uparagraph 10.
yebo.
Uyayibona ngithi ba
Yeah,
paragraph
ngiyibona.
number 10
Yeah.
kukhasi noma upage lesibili.
Yeah. Ngangisupply ama water Jojo tank.
I was supplying water or Jojo tanks.
And what was the value of that invoice if you go over the page to page
Yeah.
3?
Bizobiza malini ke le Jojo noma I-invoice le ibizoba nemali engakanani ebizayo?
Yeah, is about 250,515 isifakwe VAT.
250,550 including VAT.
And was Isibonelo paid for that invoice?
Manje ke isibonelo siye sakhokhelwa for le invoice.
Yebo ngakhokhela.
Indeed, so I was paid. The isibonelo was paid.
And if we look at that invoice, you'll find it at page 30 of Exhibit DD27.
Page 30.
Indeed, 30.
Mangabe ke sibheka le invoice ithola laphayana ku page 30. Kufakazi ke uDD. Uvule I-page 30.
Yeah, ngiyibona.
I see it.
Yep.
What was the work that Isibonelo did related to this invoice?
Manje ukuya ke ngale invoice isibonelo besenze muphi umsebenzi for le invoice le evelala.
Si supplied.
We supplied
Si supply ama water tank.
water tanks.
And where were they supplied?
Bewe supplier kuphi?
Yeah, supplier enkandla kwinkosi uShange.
Kunkosi?
Shange.
At Enkandla under the chieftaincy Shange.
Thank you. And how did you come to be appointed by Mhlatu's Water to provide these JoJo tanks?
Manje ke Mhlathuze water board lo ukhethe kanjani wena ukuthi kube wuwe umuntu osupplier lama JoJo tanks?
Yeah, ngahamba ngayobikela umama umyeni ukuthi anginamsebenzi lapha kakhona kukhona kangibhekela khona bangiphi ithuba lokukhoda.
I went and spoke to Mrs. Myeni. I told her that I do not have work that I was doing at that time. They can help me by being able to code for work that I can do.
And just to be clear for the record, is that Ms. Duduzile Myeni?
Ngicela ukuthi siqiniseke ke baba ingabe ukhuluma ngomama uDuduzile Myeni?
Yeah.
That is correct.
And what position did she hold at the time at the water board?
Ngaleso sikhathi leso beka yini isikhundla sakhe laphayana ku water board?
Ngangimazi nokuthi u-chairperson wakhona.
What I knew is that she was the chairperson of the water board.
Thank you.
Ms. of Mayor, did we overlook to have some legal representatives placed on record or not really?
Well, the
Not
only, no, because they're in a watching capacity today,
Yeah,
as I
okay.
understand it, only for Stefanuti stock.
Oh,
So
okay.
in that capacity, we haven't
Yeah.
generally put people on
Okay.
record.
All right.
Thank you, Chair. If I can then move to paragraph 13, Mr. X, because you talk in that paragraph about your relationship with Ms. Myeni at that time. Can you explain that to the Chair, please?
Paragraph 13.
1-3.
Okay, asibuyele ku paragraph 13 1-3 la ukhuluma khona ngobudlelwane bakho kanye nomama umyeni.
Yebo, sazane naye kudala naye sihlanganiswa ke kodwa ukusebenza ndawonye.
I knew her from a very long time, for a while. The reason why I know her or we met through working together.
Is there a relationship between your families?
Ingabe bukhona ubudlelwane phakathi kwemindeni yenu?
Yebo, sesigcina sesizihlobo because ubudlelwane bethu baba baqina sagcina ke sesinemndeni sesihlanganisa makunento ekhaya kubo nami ngisondele naye makunento ekhaya kithi asondele.
We got very close to an extent that we sort of became related. Whenever there was an event or anything in her family, I would go there, and vice versa, she would also come to my family. So our friendship grew very stronger that we ended up like relatives.
Is that the relationship between you and Ms. Myeni as two people, or is that the relationship between your family and Ms. Myeni's family?
Manje lo budlelwane lobo obuchazayo ingabe kube ubudlelwane bakho phakathi kwakho kanye nomama umyeni noma ngabe kube ubudlelwane obukhona, you mean between, sorry Chair,
between the two families.
noma ngabe imindeni yomibili nayo iye yahlangana yaba njengemindeni?
Yebo, ukuhlangana kwethu kwabiza ukuthi imindeni yombili ihlangane ibonde yonke.
Our relationship resulted in both our families getting close as if we were relatives. So we bonded, both families bonded as relatives.
Mr. X, if you go over the page to page 4 of your affidavit,
Babu X asiye laphayana ku page 4 yestatement sakho esifungelwe.
you will see at paragraph 15, you deal with the payment that you received from Mhlatuz and what you did with the proceeds of that payment. Can you please explain that to the chair?
Ngizocela ke uchazele umgcinisihlalo chairperson ukuthi ke wena wenze njani ke ngemali oyamkele ekhokhelwe yona ebuya laphayana eMhlathuze, uye wenze njani ngayo?
Ngesikhathi ngifake invoice after sengithole order ngabe sengithola imali eaccountini ngakhokhela ama-tank lawo ngoba angine account bese ngisedo ngakhokhela ama-10 kwasala imali lencane ke ngasala nayo.
What happened is I placed an order and then money was paid into my account. With that money, I then paid for the Jojo tanks and then the remaining money was then left for me, but I paid for the Jojo tanks. The little amount that was remaining was like remaining for me.
And did you share any of those proceeds with Ms. Mieni?
Manje ke leyo mali owayithola uyikhokhelwe yona ingabe wayihlukaniselana wena nomama umyeni?
Cha, azange angifuna lutho.
No, she did not ask for anything.
Thank you. Then I'd like to move to the next topic that appears in a heading on page 4. The heading is the Mhlatuz water funds.
Asiqhubekele ke kulesa sihloko osibonayo khona lapha ku page number 4. Esikhuluma ke ngomhlathuze water funds, imali yalapha yana eMhlathuze ku water, uyayibona ngithi?
Yebo ngiyayibona.
I see that.
At paragraph 16 on page 4, you talk about events that happened in early 2015. Can you please describe those for us?
Lapha yana ke ku paragraph 16 ukhuluma ngezehlakalo ezehlakale noma ezenzakale maqala nje u2015, ungasichazela ngazo?
Ya ngo2015 benginomngane wami okhona lapha esiphila naye lapha eRichards Bay. Wafika kwezongicela ukuthi ufuna ukusebenzisana nami, kukhona imali abafuna benomphathi wakhe abafuna ukuzisebenza.
Chair, may I ask for clarity when he says ukuzisebenza?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mawuthi ufuna bafuna ukuzisebenza usho ukuthini?
Bafuna ukuzikhipha.
Okay, 2015, there's a friend of mine, I know him all the way from at Richards Bay. He approached me and he requested to partner with me. He mentioned that himself and his boss, there's funds that they want to release.
And who was this person?
Ubani lo muntu okhuluma ngaye?
Mboniseni Majola.
His name is Mboniseni Majola.
Thank you.
Just repeat what he said to you.
Ngicela uphinde loku akushilo kuwe.
Ubuza igama.
No, just repeat what your friend said to you in early 2015 about monies or funds.
Ngicela uphinde loku akushilo kuwe maqala nje u2015 mayelana nezimali lezi. Uye wathini ku?
Okay.
I think maybe akusho.
Akusho.
Okay. Akusho kumina njengomuntu esihleli naye lapha eRichards Bay. Wacela nje ukuthi ufuna inkampani nomuntu owethembakele ukuthi kukhona imali yena nomphathi wakhe akangamshonga igama lakhe abafuna ukuyikhipha bayifake kwenye ikontraki bese iza kumina.
What he said to me is that he is looking for a company and a person that can be trusted, so that he and his boss, but he did not mention the name of the boss, that there are funds that they want to release or invest in a company. I'm not sure if I left.
Okay, I'm not sure about investing.
ake ngiphi
Please just repeat what your friend said to you on that occasion.
okay
Ngicela uphinde futhi baba kuloko akushilo ngaloso sikhathi.
okay ngokolimi lakwa construction no business wathi ukhona iproject abayenzayo endaweni yaseNtsezi and banenkontrakt on site bafuna ke manje ukukhipha imali bayinike leyo contract besinika mina bese nginika bona.
Okay, according to what he says, in terms of the language that is used in the construction company, is that they have a construction company on site at Ntsezi, but there's funds that they want to release through this company, and then this company will pay those funds into my company.
Did you understand what your friend was saying to mean that some money they were going to pay some money to their company, and their company would then pay that money into your company?
Manje uye wamzwisisa ukuthi, meaning did you understand what he meant by umzwisisa ukuthi ubethini market ke le company yabo izokhokhelwa imali kuzongena imali kule company yabo bese le company yabo iyayikhipha ifake ku company yakho lokho bokuzwisisa ukuthi uzama ukusho ukuthini?
No.
No.
Inkampani akuyona eyabo.
No, the company is not their company.
Company
Okay, Mr. X. Mr. X, awuphinde ungichazele kahle nje ukuthi wathini umngani wakho kuwena. I've just asked Mr. X to please explain to me what his friend said to him.
okay yafika lensizwa kimina izongicela ukuthi icela ngethembeke kunemali ezikhona abafuna ukuzikhipha yena nomphathi wakhe bane project abayenza neinkampani enkulu lapha esayithini labo ucela ke
Okay, all right, stop there,
Okay.
stop there. Are you able to translate that?
This gentleman approached me and he says he needs someone who is trustworthy. There's money that they want to release into a company that will be paid into my company.
Who did you understand or where did you understand that money to come from, was going to come from?
Wena uma uzwisisa le mali le ibizovela kuphi?
ngokwami ukubuka ngoba usebenza emhlathuzi yena direct inkampani ethole umsebenzi ithole umsebenzi emhlathuzi kucaca ukuthi ayizophuma emhlathuzi ingene kule contract.
He works for Umhlatuze.
Yes.
So my understanding was the company that was going to get work get work at Umhlatuze. Ngicela uqedelele ke baba.
Okay. Inkampani le esebenza emhlathuzi umngani wami lo engineer emhlathuzi uzokwenza ama means ukuthi akhokhele le nkampani extra money ukuze ke leyo nkampani ikhokhe ke kumina mina bese nginika yena.
So what will happen is this company that got work at Umhlatuze, and may I place it on record, Chair, that this friend of mine is an engineer at Umhlatuze. So this friend of mine is going to pay extra or more money to this company, and then this company will give the money to me.
Okay, did you understand that money would be paid by Umhlatuze Water Board to the company that he was talking to you about, and that company would then pay the same money into your company or a portion of that money?
Manje wena ubumzwisisa ukuthi ke Umhlatuze Water Board lo uzokhokha imali ukhokhele kule nkampani bekekhuluma ngayo, bese ke le nkampani le ikhokha le mali ku-account yakho noma ingxenye ethile yale mali ku-account yakho.
Indlela engamzwa ngayo ngakubona kulula kuyena ngoba uyena ozokwenza.
From the way I understood him, Your Worship, I saw it that it was going to be easy because he was going to be the one who is doing the transaction or doing that.
Yeah, but the question is what you understood. Did you understand that Mhlatuze Water Board would pay certain funds to that company, and that company was going to pay over the same amount to your company, or that company was going to pay a portion of what it would have been paid over to your company?
Ngicela ukuzwisisa ke babu X ukuthi wena ubumzwisisa ukuthi ubethini kuwe umngani lo. Ubethi ke iwater board le izokhokha imali kule nkampani ebeke khuluma ngayo, bese ke inkampani le ikhokha yonke le mali ku-account yakho noma ingxenye yaleyo mali izokhokhwa ku-account yakho. Ubumzwisisa ukuthi uthini?
Ngamzwisisa.
Ngifuna ukwazi baba ukuthi ubumuzwa ethini kuwe. Uthi iwater board uma ngabe ikhokhelele inkampani bekakhuluma ngayo, le nkampani izobese ikhokha yonke le mali ku-account yakho noma ingxenye yale mali izokhokhwa ku-account yakho.
Nemali ayethu uzoyifaka e-accountini yami ngangayazi kodwa wayebeka nje statement sakhe sokuthi ufuna ukwenza njani bena.
He just put a statement to me as to how much was going to be, or what money was going to be put, or how much money was going to be put into my account. I didn't know, but he just made a statement that money will be paid into my account.
Okay, Ms. Hoffman.
Did Mr. Majola, oh, Chair, just for the record, I did want to spell the names in. It's Mboniseni Majola, that's Mboniseni, and Majola is Majola. Mr. X, when Mr. Majola approached you about this, did he explain why he was approaching you?
As he told us, it was Mr. Majola.
I think he did.
Oh, is that so? I didn't hear that.
Uye wasichazela
I asked
ukuthi
who the
ubaba
friend
lo
Oh, is
was.
that so?
okhuluma ngayo Mr. Majola.
Yebo.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Thank you, Chair. So the question was, did he explain to you why he was approaching you?
Uye wakuchazela ukuthi indaba eze kuwe.
Noma ngingambuzanga ukuthi yini undaba eze kimi ukuthi ngiyindoda abayihloniphayo lapha eRichards Bay. Angizange ngimbuze ukuthi kungani uze kimi.
He's a respected man there in Richards Bay, so I did not ask him the reason why he approached me.
I understood your evidence previously, Mr. X, though, to be that he did say that he trusted you. Is that correct?
Mangabe ngikuzwisise kahle ubufakazi bakho ukhulume ukuthi ke uyakuthemba wena.
Yebo.
Yes.
Qiniso.
That is true.
And Mr. X, how did this scheme that Mr. Majola discussed with you, how did he explain it was going to work?
Ngicela usichazele ke ukuthi lento le ubaba uMajola bekekhuluma ngayo yokungena kwemali ingene la iphume la iyongena ngale. Uthe izosebenza kanjani? Ngicela usichazele utheni izosebenza kanjani?
Yo. Angizange ngibuza because umuntu ofundile kunami enisikhundla kasisebenzayo.
I did not ask him because he's more educated than me and his position as well that he's occupying at work. So I did not ask him.
If we go over the page, we were at page 4, Mr. X. If we go over the page, well, let me pick it up first at paragraph 17 there, because you start to explain there how invoicing was going to be dealt with.
Maybe just one sec, Ms. Hoffman. What was your understanding, Mr. X, of why it was necessary that money paid to the particular company that Mr. Majola talked to you about should be paid to your company? What was your understanding as to why it was necessary to have this arrangement?
Wena bowuzwisisa ukuthini okanjani ukuthi imali le ezokhokhelwa kule nkampani mele ikhokhelwe ku-account yakho. Wena yini beyibalekile ngaloko ukuthi izikhokhwe ku-account yakho?
Ngesizathu sokuthi wayenenkontraki akazosebenza nayo. Ngokwami ucabanga ngacabanga ukuthi bebo babili nalo contract ikhona imali ezoqhamuka ku contract noma imali akazoyithatha ifake ngapha njoba ekubeka, but ngayitshela ukuthi umuntu owazi kahle yilo ayekhokha kuye ozokhokhela mina.
Honestly, Chair, I did not understand that.
Please repeat your answer. Ask him to repeat his answer.
Ngizocela uyiphendule kahle baba impendulo yakho.
Okay.
Yini ndaba bekubalekile bowuzwisisa ukuthi kubaleke ngani ukuthi le mali ithi phuma kule nkampani bese ingena kweyakho?
Inhloso kwakumemukelela ngoba uthi uzoyifaka enkontrakini. Akubonga ngalula kumina ukumbuza ukuthi kwenzekalani ngami ngizothola ini.
He was requesting me to receive this money for him, but it was not easy for me to ask him why was it necessary.
Did you ask him or you did not ask him why some money needed to be paid to your company from this other company with which you had nothing to do?
Kodwa wena uye wambuza yini? Umbuzile yini ukuthi yindaba le mali lemele iphume kule nkampani izongena kweyakho inkampani account yecompany yakho and wena akukho la uthinteka khona?
Okay. Into engathi yayingi thokozisa kuleyo ngoba ngambuza ukuthi bazonginikeza namaphepha kuze ngo-upgrade stage secompany yami nami ngibe nenkampani enestage esikhulile. Kusho ukuthi uku-understanda kwami le mali ezingane ngayibona izoba usizo kwi-stage saka-CIDB.
Well, I did ask him as to whether they would give me documents to go and upgrade my standard at CIBB. You said CIBB?
CIDB, yeah.
CIBB. So what actually made me happy about this money was to get the opportunity to go and upgrade to the stage at CIBB.
Were you going to use that money to upgrade the status of your company?
Ngamanye amagama ke ubuzosebenzisa le mali le ukuyo upgrade noma uyokhulisa ama point wakho noma stage sakho ku CIBB.
Not imali, CIDB ibuka i-value of i-project that osuyenzile.
Not money as such, but CIBB look at the value of the work that you have done.
Yeah, but what I want to find out is whether you had an understanding as to why Mr. Majola was getting your company involved in this arrangement.
Engifuna ukuzwisisa kahle ukuthi yindaba ubaba Majola bekefuna eyakho inkampani nayo ingene kuloko.
Angizange ngifika ke lapho ngicabanga ukuthi ngithi yindaba afake mina kulento.
Well, it did not cross my mind that I asked him as to why is he involving me or my company in this.
Did he explain to you at that stage when he spoke to you for the first time about this arrangement what you were supposed to do with the money once it had been paid into your company?
Manje ke ngesikhathi eqala ukuxoxisana nawe ngalolu daba uye wambuza yini ukuthi manje ke uma seyingenile le mali ku account yakho kumele wenzeni ngayo?
Yebo ngambuza ke kuloko.
Yes, I did ask him that question.
And what did he say?
Yena ke wase ethini?
What uzonginikeza i-account number la ngizoyifaka khona?
He then said to me he will give me another account number where I'm supposed to deposit this money to.
And was your understanding that you were going to pass the whole amount that your company would have received over into the account that he would give you?
Wena manje ubuzwisisa ukuthini ukuthi le mali le izothi mase ingenile yonke ku account yakho bese uyindlulisa yonke njengoba injalo kule account number zokunikeza yona?
Engambuza khona ngambuza ukuthi uyazini ukuthi imali mayingene e-accountini yecompany i-VAT fanele ishiye kuze ngikwazi ukuyikhokhela.
Well, what I asked him was about if there's money deposited into a company's account, there's VAT, so I need to leave money for VAT in order to be able to pay for VAT. So that's the inquiry I made to him.
I think he said he asked him whether he knew that. the
Oh,
VAT would
he knew
need to
whether
remain.
that there should be
Yeah.
money for VAT payment, yes.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hofmeyer. I think at least there's been some clarification.
Indeed, I'm indebted, Chair. Mr. X, what was the arrangement about the VAT that you raised with Mr. Majola?
Manje ke iyiphi ke lento eniyikhulumile mayelana ke nemali ye-VAT eninakhulumisana ngayo kanye nobaba Majola?
Wathembisa ukuthi mase kufika imali so deductor i-VAT kuleyo amount eyobingenile.
He did promise that as soon as the money is deposited into my account, we will then deduct the money for VAT payment.
And was it the understanding that Isibonelo would then retain the VAT amount and the remainder would be paid over?
Manje isivumelano kube ukuthi ke isibonelo sona sizogcina le mali ekumele kukhokhelwe ngayo i-VAT ebese le esalayo ithunyelelwa kule enye account azokunika yona.
Yebo.
Yes.
And did you know the companies from whom you were receiving the funds or the companies to whom you were paying the funds?
Receive and then pay.
Indeed.
Ungabe ubuwazi yini le inkampani le obozowamukela imali from kusuka kuyo ubese futhi uyayisusa from kuwe uyimikise kule enye le inkampani ezimbili lezi ubuzazi?
No, akazimentionanga ukuthi ezobani.
No, he did not mention who are the owners of those companies.
And did Isibonelo ever render services to the companies from whom it received these payments?
Kodwa ke isibonelo sona ingabe sisaba nomsebenzi esuwenzela le inkampani ezimbili esikhuluma ngazo la ezamkela imali kuyo iphinde indlulisele kwenye inkampani?
Ngicela ungiphindele.
Ingabe isibonelo sibe nomsebenzi esiwenzile for le nkampani ezofaka imali kuso nale nkampani ezondlulisela imali kuyo?
Ay angaze ngisebenze.
No, I've never done any work for them.
And when Isibonelo paid monies to the companies that Mr. Majola gave the details of, had those companies ever rendered services to Isibonelo?
Manje ke le inkampani lezo oye wathi mawukhipha imali kweyakho i-account zaya kuzo ingabe zona ziwenzile umsebenzi for isibonelo?
Cha, abaze besebenze lo.
No, they didn't.
Thank you. I'd then like to pick it up at page 4 again, because at the bottom of page 4 in paragraph 17, you explain how the invoicing was going to work. Can you tell us how invoicing was handled?
Asiye laphayana sisese kukhasi lesi 4 page 4 ne ku paragraph laphaya u17 la uchaza khona ke ukuthi i-invoice noma ama-invoice lawo asebenza kanjani. Ngizocela usichazele ke ukuthi asebenza kanjani ama-invoice.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi mase kufika isikhathi sokuthi usibonela afake invoice wayefika eofficeini lami ezolekelelana nomuntu ukukhanda le invoice.
Ubani loyo?
Secretary wami.
I'm sorry to do that without asking for permission. Ubani ubekafika azoncedisa?
Mr. Mboniseni Majola wayefika eofficeini lami ezolekelelana no secretary wami ukuthi ba create invoice.
When time comes for us to submit or put in the invoice, he would come to my offices together with my secretary. He would then assist my secretary to create the invoice.
Was the invoice fictitious?
Manje ke i-invoice le beyingenaqiniso beyifaka izinto mhlambe ezingenzekanga.
Ngoba ngangingekho esayithini iscope sasiza naye. Scope of work sasiza naye ngoba ngangazi ukwenzakala ini site.
Because I was not in the site, I wouldn't know what was happening there. So he would bring the scope of work himself.
Was the scope of work that was included on the invoice work that Isibonelo actually did?
Manje ke njengoba uyibize wayithi scope of work umsebenzi lo bekeza nawo awuveze ukuthi wenziwe lapha ku invoice. Ingabe isibonelo suyenzile yini sona lo umsebenzi?
No, angaze ngwenze.
No, I've never done it.
If we then go to page 5, Mr. X.
Asiye ke ku page noma ikhasi lesihlanu page 5.
In the first paragraph on that page, you set out the concern you raised in relation to VAT, but you've already testified about that.
Lapha ku page 5 ke uvezeke inkinga obuthe uzohlangabezana nayo mayelana nokukhokhelwa kwe-VAT. Kodwa bosoyichazile ngithi leyo nto leyo.
Yeah.
That is correct.
I'd like to ask about the discomfort that you describe in paragraph 19 that you conveyed to Mr. Majola when he had this conversation with you. Can you tell us about that concern you raised with him?
Ngicela ke ubese kulaphayana ku paragraph number 19 uye wakhuluma ngento engahlali kahle engakukhulu ekwenza ukungakhululeki oye wayixoxa kanye naye uMr Mboniseni Majola. Ngicela usitshele ukuthi yini manixoxisana ngalolu daba.
Ngalolu daba olukhona njengamanje.
You mean the issue that we are talking about right away?
Maybe let's put it this way. At some stage did you begin to implement the scheme that Mr. Majola introduced to you?
Kube nesikhathi ke la uyenza khona ke lento lo ubaba Majola ebekathi aniyenze.
Awuphindi umbuzo wakho.
Would you please repeat the question?
Did you at some stage begin to implement the arrangement that Mr. Majola introduced to you?
Angithi ubaba Majola ufikile ku
Yeah.
wathi asenze kanje.
Yes.
Ukwenzile yini lokho?
Ukumamukelela imali.
Meaning receiving the money on his behalf.
Yes, and paying it over to another company.
Yebo baba,
Yep.
ukuthi uyamukele le mali uma uqeda ke ubese uyindlulisela kule account enye inkampani.
Yeah.
Ukwenzile lokho?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
How did you feel about playing this role in regard to this arrangement?
Wena ke uzizwe njani ngokuthi uyidlale le ndima yalento le sivumelwane lesibeka sicela ukuthi manisenze ubaba uMajola? Ubuzizwa njani wena ngokukwenza lokho?
Yeah, ngalesi sikhathi kwenzeka kimina ngangiwumuntu ofuna ukukhombisa nje kwethembeka kuyena. Akusafani namanje.
At that stage, I wanted to see me as a person that can be trusted or can be trustworthy to him, but it's different now.
From when to when did you participate in this arrangement?
Manje ke lento beyenzeka phakathi kwakho nobaba Majola leyo ukususa imali ngapha ziye ngale. Iyenzeke ukusuka nini ukuya nini?
Noma ngasakhumbula isikhathi inyanga kodwa kuphakathi ka 2014 okanye 2013 ngisakhumbula kahle 2013 or 14 cishe lento iyophela ngo 2016.
Though I don't remember the month and the dates precisely, but the year is between 2013, he further said 2014 to 2016.
Yes, throughout that period, how did you feel about playing the role that Mr. Majola had asked you to play in this arrangement?
Manje ke ngaso sonke lesikhathi osichazile ukusukela u2013 noma u2014 ukuya ku2016 ubuzizwa njani ngale ndima ubaba Majola bekakucele ukuthi uyidlale?
Yo, iyona imali ngangiyibuka nje beyijikisa beyisele no secretary ngangasondeli kakhulu eduze kwabo ngoba yonke lento yade yenziwe le officeini lami ububhlungu kwakuba ukuthi iyafika imali ngingenamali kodwa ke akusiyona eyami.
What happened is when they were dealing with these monies, it would be between my secretary and himself, and it would
Mr.
happen
Majola.
in my office. And when there's money coming in, the money would come in at the stage when I do not have money, and I would not have money still when I even saw that there's money that came in.
Did you say you didn't feel good about it when this money came at a time when you were broke?
Ngamanye amagama uthi ubongazizwa kahle ukuthi le mali beyifika ifike ngesikhathi wena ungenalutho.
Kakhulu.
Yes, very
Yes.
much so.
But were you comfortable playing this role throughout this period from around 2013, 2014 to 2016?
Wena manje ubukhululekile manje ukudlala le ndima ngaso sonke lesikhathi kusukela ngo2014 ukuya ku2016?
Benginjani bengibanda because singabantu sinendlela esicabanga ngayo izinto ukuthi umuntu mawusunqaba usezothi ungena umona.
I did not get the first part, Chair.
Uthe wawubanda.
Like ukuthi nje awuthi ngiyeke lento iqhubeka ngoba ngizothi kulo muntu sengikhathele uzothi sengivukwa umona wabantu abamnyama.
I decided to let it continue happening because should I raise any concern or discomfort about it. To him, it would be like I'm being jealous, like black people being jealous of each other.
Okay, Ms. Hofmeyer, I was trying to make sure that we extract the information from him in relation to the
Indeed.
first sentence.
Indeed, Chair.
I'm not sure if I succeeded.
Well, I'm certainly indebted to you for that. Mr. X, I know that the Chair has asked a few questions around this topic. I would like just one final question in relation to it. As I understand the arrangement that you've described, your company would be paid money for work it did not do, and then it would pay out a portion of that money, less the VAT portion, to companies with whom it did not have a relationship. Is that correct?
Manje ngizwile ke ukuthi umgcinisihlalo bekazama ukuthola imibuzo eminye ethile ayicacise. Manje ngifuna ungicacisele kahle ke Mr X ukuthi imali beyingena ku account le company yakho bese indluliselwa kuinkampani ezithile kodwa kusale imali ye VAT, then le esalayo bese indlulela kulezi ezinye inkampani for umsebenzi wena ongazange uwenze.
Uyambuza?
Yes, ngiyakuzwa. Yes, I can hear him.
Okay, awungiphindela umbuzo wakho ingqondo yami sibuye ihambe manje.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm losing focus.
let's start
With the
afresh.
question
Let Ms. Hofmeyer start.
Okay.
I think he would like the question repeated.
Certainly. Mr. X, this arrangement with Mr. Majola, as I understand it, involved your company being paid monies for work it did not do, and then your company being required to pay a portion of that monies to other companies that it had no relationship with. Is that correct?
Okushoyo ke babu uX ukuthi lento lesivumelwane lesesikhona phakathi kwakho kanye nobaba uMajola bekuzoba ukuthi inkampani yakho yamkela imali bese ishiya imali yeVAT indluliselekele esele imali kuinkampani onganabudlelwane nazo. Ingabe kunjalo?
Yebo kunjalo.
That is correct.
There is an important part that you left off, Ms. Interpreter, and that is his company was being paid money for work it did not do.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Inkampani yakho yona beyizokhokhelwa imali yomsebenzi engazange iwenze.
Yebo bizokhokhela umsebenzi engazange wenze.
That is correct, Your Worship. Chair, it will be paid monies for the work that it did not do.
Did you regard it as wrong to receive those monies for work you did not do?
Logo ke ubukubona njengento engalungile ukuthi kwamkele imali zomsebenzi ongazange uwenze.
Noma ngakubukanga ngalendlela okubuza ngayo mina ngangimcela ngithi ngicela ukuyongena esayidini khona ngizothola le experience emsebenzi wenziwayo elokethu uzongihambisa.
Though I did not look at it the way you are putting it to me now, but to me, I saw it as an opportunity to ask him to take me to the site for experience, and he promised to take me there. He kept on promising to take me to the site for me to get experience.
Did he ever do that?
Uye wakwenza kodwa ke lokho?
No, wayilokho engihlehlisa ethi hayi bazongibiza.
No, he kept on postponing it, that he will call me.
Was there anyone else present with you when you had this discussion with Mr. Majola?
Ungabe ukhona omunye umuntu ebekhona ngesikhathi wena uxoxa oninale ngxoxo le nobaba uMajola?
No, sasisobabili.
No, it was just the two of us.
And did you tell anyone about it afterwards?
Emva kwaloko ingabe ukhona omunye umuntu omtshele ngayo?
No, akekho.
No one.
Why not?
Yindaba.
Ngiyindoda khona enazi imfihlo.
I'm a man who's able to keep secrets.
Was this arrangement a secret?
Manje ke lesivumelane lesibesikhona phakathi kwenu nobabili nobaba uMajola ingabe besiyimfihlo?
Kithina sobabili kwakuyinto yethu sobabili.
It was just between the two of us.
Was it a secret?
Ingabe bekuyimfihlo?
Ngithi ngalesa sikhathi kwakuyimfihlo kumina ukuthi ngayitshela omunye umuntu.
At that stage, yes, it was a secret that I should not tell anyone else about it.
And are you able to say that Mr. Majola also regarded this arrangement as a secret between the two of you?
Ingabe ke no Baba Majola ubeyibona ke njengemfihlo lento phakathi kwenu nobabili?
Ngicabanga ukuthi sasenza into esingayazi ukuthi iyophela kanjani.
I think the two of us were involved in an activity that we did not know how it was going to end up.
No. The question is whether, as far as you know, Mr. Majola also regarded it as a secret between the two of you, namely this arrangement.
Baba uX umbuzo uthi ingabe no Baba uMajola lesivumelwano besikhona phakathi kwenu nobabili lesi naye ingabe beke sibona njengemfihlo phakathi kwenu nobabili na?
Ngicabanga ukuthi naye wayesibuka njengento eyimfihlo.
I think so. I think he was also regarding it as a secret.
Okay.
Mr. X, I'd like to now go into the detail of one of these sets of transactions. Chair, what I propose to do in the evidence is go to one or two of the transactions for which there are records, but I do so bearing in mind that Mr. X has confirmed the full contents of the affidavit under oath today, and he's considered it prior to today. So it's not my intention to take him to every one, but to take him to a few that will highlight the process that was being followed. But I do so with your leave. If there is a need at any point to be more detailed, I'm happy to do so.
I think we should mention all of them,
Certainly.
even if you don't elaborate.
Yes.
Because, as I understand it, the basis of the transaction
Yes.
was the same.
Indeed.
So it
let's-
should go quite quick.
Indeed. I
Yeah.
think what I propose to do is spend quite a bit of time on the first one.
Yes.
And then we can just record
Yes.
all of the remaining
that-
with your leave.
That would be in order. But before you do that, Mr. X, did you say that you didn't see this arrangement between yourself and Mr. Majola as wrong?
Mr. X, utheni? Ingabe uthe lento lesivumelwano besikhona phakathi kwakho noBaba uMajola awusibonanga njengento engalungile?
Ngasibona njengento engalungile.
I did see it as something wrong.
Why did you see it as wrong?
Yindaba eyenze ukuthi uyibone ukuthi into engalungile le.
Yayisabisa ngoba indlela ababezoyenza ngayo ngangenalo ulwazi bazoyenza kanjani kodwa wawuthi uma uyizwa ibone ukuthi iyasabisa.
It was scary, though I did not know exactly how the transaction were going to take or how it was going to happen, the transactions. But by just thinking or hearing about it, it was scary.
You said that when Mr. Majola spoke to you for the first time about this arrangement, he told you that this arrangement was something that he and his boss wanted. Is that right?
Uchaze ukuthi ke uBaba Majola mayeqala uxoxa nawo mayelana nalesivumelwano uthe yinto efaka yena kanye neboss yakhe.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Before the arrangement was implemented, did you get to know who his boss was?
Ngaphambi kokuthi uyenzeke lento uzithatheke le imali njoba kwenzekile uzindlulisele kwenye i-account, ingabe uye walithola ithuba lokwazi ukuthi ubani le boss yakhe lo mphathi wakhe?
No, angaze ngilithole ngoba aba-boss balapha bephuma bengena.
Can I just get clarity on Puma Bengene?
Oh, like kunamhlanje sekukhona le CEO namhlanje khona le amagama angakaze ngiwacheck ukuthi
No,
ubani.
I never got the opportunity to know who it was because they would change. He referred to them as COOs every now and then, so you wouldn't know who exactly it was. So I didn't get the opportunity to know.
Did you know the position that was occupied by the person that Mr. Majola said was his boss?
Ingabe bowusazi isikhundla salomuntu uBaba Majola bekembiza iboss noma umphathi wakhe?
Yeah, yena ngokukhumbula kwami ube reporter mhlambe kubantu ababili. Kodwa yena bengayi direct mangikhumbula kahle bengayi direct ku CEO. Be reporter na ngelilanga abe ne CEO ngelilanga abe nomunye wayengaphansi bengaphezulu kwakhe.
He was not reporting directly to the COO. There was another person, so there were two people that he was reporting to, but not directly to the COO.
You have referred to COO or CEO. Are you
CEO.
referring to
Uyibiza-
CEO or COO?
COO noma CEO.
Umphathi omkhulu bano CEO.
CEO,
Yeah, ngathi kunjalo.
the one in
Oh,
a senior position,
yeah.
it's CEO.
Okay. Now, did you understand that the boss that Mr. Majola was talking about was somebody who was occupying the position of CEO? Was that your understanding?
Wena uma uzwisisa ke uba Majola umekhuluma ngomphathi boss yakhe, wena ubuzwisisa ukuthi ukhuluma ngomuntu oyi CEO.
Ngingampha uCEO ngoba uyena omkhulu kodwa azange achaza lokuthi uyena umphathi wakhe akhuluma ngayo.
He did not specify exactly who was the boss. I concluded that it was the CEO.
Yes. Did you, at any stage after the commencement of the implementation of this arrangement, come to know who the boss was that Mr. Majola was talking about?
Ekugcineni ke so uyidlalile ke le ndima yakho yokudlulisa imali zingene kuwe zifike kuwe zindluliselo kenye i-account. Wazile ke ekugcineni ukuthi ubani lo mphathi wakhe lo ebeke khuluma ngaye iboss le.
No, angizange ngiyihlupha nokumbuza.
No, I did not even bother to ask him.
As you testify to today, do you know who that boss was that he was talking about?
Njengoba wethula ubufakazi ke namhlanje ingabe uyazi ukuthi ubekhuluma ngobani mayekhuluma ngomphathi noma iboss yakhe?
Hayi, angazi.
No, I don't know.
Thank you, Ms. Hofmeyer.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. X, at page 5, paragraph 19, you deal in the second half of that paragraph about something that Mr. Majola said regarding the trust that they put in you to do this. Do you see that?
Uyabona lapha ku paragraph 19 sisese ku page number 5 la ubaba Majola akhuluma ngokuthembeka ngendlela abekuthemba ababeka ithemba labo kuwe. Uyayibona? Page 19 ubuya lapha phansi lapha ku paragraph 19 mayiyehla nje iya lapha phansi emgqeni wesithathu mawusuka phansi. Uyayibona? La khuluma ngokuthembeka noma ithemba alibeka kuwe abalibeka kuwe. Paragraph 19.
Maybe Ms. Hofmeyer should just read the relevant
Indeed.
sentence or sentences.
Let
and
me
then
do that.
She can interpret.
I'm reading now from the 6th line of paragraph 19, and what is recorded there is he, that's a reference to Mr. Majola, further indicated that I am the only person they can trust to pull this through.
Lapha ke uchaza ukuthi uye wathi ubaba Majola ke ithemba balibeke kuwe ukuthi lento ize iphumelele. Uyayibona?
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I see the paragraph.
Do you recall Mr. Majola saying that specifically to you in your conversation?
Uyakukhumbula lokho ekusho kuwe ubaba Majola ngesikhathi nixoxisana?
Yes, ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I do.
Did you inquire at any point who the they was that he was referring to?
Manje ke uye wambuza ukuthi make khuluma ngokuthi babeka ithemba labo kimi ukhuluma ngobani?
Ngokumuzwa kwami wayebukeke engayedwa kulento but engafuni ukungitshela ukuthi obani abaphakathi.
From the way I understood him, he was not alone in this scheme, but he did not want to mention the other people's names.
Thank you. And at any point did you come to learn who they were?
Manje ke kube nesikhathi ke lapho ke egcineni sowazi ukuthi bangobani labantu laba abanye ebebethinteke kulento.
No, akaze aphinde ayibuye kuthe nje sekushisa sithi masixoxa ebaveza abanye ukuthi ngesikhathi sengiphusha mina ngithi ziphi incwadi ngicela bese nikhona ke ngalesikhathi senifuna le information ndoda buyisa incwadi phela elokho ke esho ukuthi ayikhona amanye amagenge aye communicate nalabo bantu eshabelungu ke ngoba mina bengilongilinda incwadi kubelungu ezizokwazi ukungivikela ukuthi kuqanjwe amanga kuthiwa sasebenza
Well, there was a time when things were getting like serious, bad. Then I also was insisting to get the documents to this whole project. I was asking him to give me the documents. And at that stage, I do believe that you were now involved in this because he was saying there's a group or a gang that is talking to some white people about this. And I was also insisting that he gives me documents to this project. But he would then, at that stage, he would mention name.
Yeah, we show that.
Yes,
yeah.
I interpreted it correctly.
Yeah, okay.
Can I just clarify for my own
Yes.
purposes? Is that a reference to engagements with the Commission?
Loko okuchazayo manje ingabe usho into ebeseyikhona efaka manje inkomishani le emamele la namhlanje.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So when you say you were asking Mr. Majola for documents and you say you were already involved, you mean the commission was involved in investigating this and you were aware of it?
Mawuthi ke wena bosowucela amaphepha kuye ubaba uMajola uthi ke ngalewo mzuzu ke bese iCommission le iphenya and nawo bosowuthinteka kuye yuke ngabe bofuna amaphepha ukhuluma ngaloko chaza lokho.
Ngichaza lokho.
That's exactly what I'm explaining, Chair.
Thank you. I'd then like to move over to page 6, if we can, subject to any further questions from the Chair. But this is where we start to get into the detail of the invoicing and the process. So, Mr. X, if we go first of all to the invoice that the Commission's investigator showed you on the 15th of January he didn't show it to you on the 15th of January 2015. It is an invoice dated 15 January 2015, and that you will find at page 32 of Exhibit DD 31.
Asiye ku page 32 la ku DD 31 page 32 la kune invoice ebonisa ke usuku la ngomhla ka 15 January 2015.
Yeah, singibona.
Yes, I'm there.
What is this document?
Yini le paper leli?
I-invoice yase office lam.
It's the invoice from my office.
And who is it made out to?
Iya kuphi? Ikhokhelwa iyaphi? Iphuma iyaphi?
Iphuma kusibonelo iya Clomas Engineering.
Iya ku?
Ubani Clomas
Clomax.
Yes, Clomax
Clomax.
Engineering, yeah.
Okay, it's an invoice from Isibonelo Construction paid out to Clomax Engineering.
I think made
Clomax.
out.
Yeah.
Clomax, yeah.
Yes, it's Clomax.
Made to,
Sorry.
yeah.
Thank you. And what is the amount of the invoice?
Inemalini ke le invoice?
294,000.
294,000.
Ngicabanga ngazi noma ngibiza kahle.
I'm not sure if I'm
I think, Ms.
saying it
Hofmeyer,
correctly.
you just have to say the amount.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can see it's not particularly clear on this page. There appears to be an invoice amount without VAT of 2.1 million rand. Then there's a taxes line, which I read as 294,000 rand. And then I think the total in the block at the bottom is reflected as 2,394,000. Is that correct,
Yes.
Mr. X?
Yizo ke le imali azibizile ne eyokuqala kube u2.1 million, esibili ubize u294,000 and then elandelila ibizile u2.2 million 394. Uyayibona ngithi?
Yebo ngiyabona.
Yes, I see those amounts.
And can you tell us what the description of the works is on this this invoice? What were you told to what are the description of the works? Let's start there.
Sebenza imini ke noma miphi evelayo la kule invoice. Bekuthiwe ubhale, I'm not sure whether I got that correct. Bekuthiwe ubhale miphi imisebenzi la ukuthi yenziwe kule invoice.
Njoba ngeke ngasho ekuqaleni uthi scope sasiza naye.
Like I said initially, the scope of work, he would bring the scope
Yes.
of work with him.
And how would this invoice be generated?
Beyenzwa njani ke le invoice?
Ubeyilanda yena office.
office lakho.
Yeah.
He would come and fetch it from my office.
And how would you be told what work to include in it?
Bowutshelwa kanjani ke ukuthi ufakwe miphi imisebenzi kuyo i-invoice lena?
Ube fika ne piece of paper eselibhalwe description.
Elibhalwe?
I-description.
Okay.
Yes, kusho ukuthi untombazana uzobhala lento ebhalwe la.
He would come with a piece of paper with the description
Yes.
of what is to be contained on the invoice and give it. Mawuthi untombazana usho secretary.
Secretary, yeah,
And
sure.
then give it to my secretary. Then my secretary will just have to copy what is on the piece of paper and write it on the invoice.
At the time of this invoice, which was the 15th of January 2015, had you ever met anyone from Clomac Engineering?
Ngesikhathi kwenziwa ke le invoice ngomhla ka 15 January 2015, ingabe ukhona waka Clomac Engineering wena owahlangana naye?
No, angibazi nokubazi nje.
No, I've never met anyone. I don't even know them.
And the description that appears on this invoice seems to indicate there's a line item for P's and G's, there's a line item for crane inst, I think that's supposed to be short for installation and commission. There's a line item for road surfacing, a line item for manholes, and a line item for electrification. Did Isibonelo conduct any of the work described on this invoice?
Uyabona lapha kule invoice kunalo yamuqalo wama P and G's uyabona?
Yeah, ngiyabona.
Kunabo crane and commission, road surfacing, manholes, electrification. Ingabe isibonelo siwenzile yini or ukhona umsebenzi siwenzile obhalwe lapha yana?
Cha, awukho.
No, none of them.
And there appears to be a stamp on this page reflecting Mhlatu's water. Is that correct?
Kunestampu ke esikhona lapha kule invoice esiveza umhlathuze water uyasibona?
Yebo ngisibona.
Yes, I see the stamp.
How would that stamp be applied to the invoice?
Sizofika kanjani ke le stamp la kule invoice?
Office lami siphuma singenayo. Ngiqala ukusibona sesifika no commission ukuthi kwakukhona istamp esasifakwa kumhlathuze.
When this invoice left my office, there was no stamp on it. The first time I saw that there's now a stamp on this invoice, it was when I was approached by the commission.
Do you know Mr. Majola's signature?
Uyazi ke ukuthi ubaba Majola maye signed, awusigned njani isignature yakhe?
Ngiyazi.
No, I don't.
Thank you.
Is there any of those two signatures that are on that stamp at page 32 that you are able to identify?
Awusibuke futhi baba lesa stamp sasemhlathuze water uyasibona?
Yeah.
Sinabantu ababili abasayindile uyababona?
Yeah.
Ingabe ikhona isignature yaziyo lapho othi hayi lenya yazi yakabani bani?
Ayikho ngiyazi.
No, none. I don't recognize any.
Okay, and you obviously knew your secretary's signature. But I'm saying obviously, maybe I shouldn't say obviously. Are you able to identify your secretary's signature?
Uyakwazi ukuyibona indlela uSecretary wakho besayina ngayo?
Ngiyayazi ka secretary.
Yes, I do. I know
And
it.
her signature is not one of these.
Isignature yakhe akuseyona yalezi esizibonayo lapha ezimbili.
No, sayina kahle.
No, it's none of them.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. X, I'd then like to understand precisely how this invoice would be generated. You indicated previously in your testimony there would be some interaction between Mr. Majola and your secretary. Is that correct?
Ngisafuna ukwazi kahle ukuthi yenzwa njani ke le invoice. Uchaze ukuthi ke uMr Majola ubeza abese ke ayenze kanye noma kube nokhuluma ukukhona okwenzekayo between ngaphathi kwakhe kanye no secretary wakho.
Angiphindele.
Would you please repeat the question?
Yes. It's a preface to understanding how the process worked, and I understood from Mr. X's previous testimony that there would be some interaction between Mr. Majola and his secretary. Is that correct?
Bengifuna ukwazi mayelana nokwenzwa kwale invoice le ukuthi biyenzwa njani. uMr Majola mayefika kuzoyenzwa le invoice bekaba no secretary wakho. Ingabe kunjalo?
Yeah.
Correct?
And how did that work?
Bekusebenza njani ke lokho ngichazela?
Njengoba ngisho ukuthi ubefika ne paper ne amount ekufanele ibhalwe kule invoice ne-scope of work ade kufanele sibhalwe bese nikeza secretary wami a-create ke ngokwe-number zama-invoice a-create inumber ye-invoice elandelayo ayitype-ke ayifaka ama-VAT yonke into kodwa yena emile bona ukuthi ngabe kwenzeka kahle yini.
Mr. Majola would then interact with my secretary, like I've said. He would come with a piece of paper with the amount and the scope of work, give it to my secretary, and then my secretary will then give the invoice the next number and generate it using the piece of paper that was given to her by Mr. Majola. And Mr. Majola will all the time stand next to my secretary as she's generating the invoice.
And what would happen after the invoice was generated?
Seyenziwe ke manje i-invoice ke manje nayi iphelele bese kwenzakalani?
Uzobe sephuma nayo ke sehamba nayo.
He will then leave with the invoice.
And what did you understand he would then do with the invoice?
Wena ke bowuzwisisa ukuthi bese wenze njani ke ngale invoice?
Obekusemqondweni wami ukuthi uyisa kulabo abelungu akasebenza nabo. Kwakufika lokho ngoba nganginganakho ukuthi uyisemhlathuze kimina ngendlela engitshela ngathi uyisa kula uzosebenza nabelungu laba ayesebenza nabo kwaClomex.
My understanding is that he was taking it to the people that he was working, the white people that he was working with from Clomex. That was my understanding of it.
I'm sorry. Did you understand that there were some people that he was working with in regard to this project, in regard to this arrangement?
Wena bowuzwisisa ukuthi kunabantu asebenza nabo mayelana ke nalento bekayenza le project le bekayenza.
Yes, izivumelwane nje iqinile kumina ezazithi kuphakathi kwakhe noClomex Engineering.
That is correct. The arrangement was, according to the way I understood it, it was between himself and Clomex Engineering.
So, are you saying that you understood that he would take the invoice to Clomex?
Manje ke wena bowuzwisisa ke ukuthi masekayithatha le invoice ephuma ehamba nayo uya nayo lapha ya kwa Clomex Engineering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Maybe before Ms. Mayor proceeds, if you look at the invoice at page 32, there's a breakdown of what the various amounts are for on that page. Can you see that?
Uyayibona mawuyibhekile ke le invoice ibonisa ke imali ukuthi imali ethile ikhokhelwa for umsebenzi othile imali ethile ikhokhelwa for umsebenzi othile uyayibona ngithi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, did you say that it would have been Mr. Majola who wrote the amounts that are claimed in that invoice, individual amounts, as well as the different items of the work that was put in the invoice as work that Isibonelo Construction had done?
Manje ke uthi uba Majola uye obekeza nale imali nomsebenzi oyenziwe ngamunye abesesha ukuthi umsebenzi othile wenziwe isibonelo and ubiza imali engaka umsebenzi othile wenziwe isibonelo ubiza imali engaka ubaba Majola uye wonke obekenza lento le.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Mayor.
Thank you. And then I'd like to take you next to your bank statement, well, at least the bank statement of Isibonelo, Mr. X.
Asiyeke ku statement sakho sasebhanki sasesibonelo.
And you will find that at page 34 of Exhibit DD 31.
Statement sakho ke sasebhanki sisithola lapha ku page 34 DD31 uyasibona?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you. Can you confirm that this is a bank statement from the bank, the account of Isibonelo?
Ngicela uqinisekise ukuthi le statement sasebhenki esisibhekile esasesibonelo.
Yebo son.
Yes, it is.
And you'll see there's a balance brought forward at the top line under the introductory part of that document. that seems to reflect 22,168 rand and 2 cents. Do you see that?
Uyabona lapha phansi kunale mali ebhaliwe lapha ewu-22,168.22 cent. Uyayibona?
Yeah,
Yes, I see it. I mean 2 cent.
yeah.
Yes, I see it.
And what is the next line indicating on that page?
Umqa olandelayo ke la kulela page ngaphansi kwala 22,168.2 cent. Ulandela umqa othini?
La ku-highlight khona.
Where there's a highlight?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Yebo baba.
Yeah, inumber iseyinkulu manje si 200 and
This is a very big number.
No, indeed.
Amount.
Well, first of
So-
all, I'm interested on the left-hand side of the page, who it indicates they're paid that amount into the account.
Iyakuphikele mara siyeke ngiyayibona ngiyavuma ukuthi inkulu. Iyathi esandleni sakho sokunxele uyayibona?
iphuma ku-Clomac
Clomac Engineering
CC.
CC.
CC, yeah.
And then that amount appears to accord with the amount of the invoice that we looked at page 32, because the invoice amount at page 32 was 2,394,000, and it appears next to Clomac Engineering on the left of your bank statement that an amount of 2,394,000 was paid. Is that correct?
Uyayibona ke ukuthi iyahambelana naleya invoice ebeyenziwe e-office lakho ngomhla ka-15 January 2015 ngoba nayo beyikhuluma ngo-2,394,000 nemali ekhokhiwe ke ku-account yakho kube u-2,394,000. Uyakubona lokho ukuthi
Yebo.
ziyahambelana.
Yebo ngiyakubona.
That is correct.
And what happened after Isibonelo received these amounts, well, this payment? What did you do?
Manje ke emva kokuthi sibonele siyamkele le mali kwase kwenzakalani wenzeni?
Bese ngilinde i-instruction yakhe ukuthi kwenziwe njani.
I then waited for his instruction on what is to be done.
Who is he?
Ubani ke lo olinde i-instruction yakhe njengoba ubizile
Mboniseni Majola.
Mboniseni Majola.
We can return, Mr. X, to your affidavit, because at page 7 of that affidavit you detail what then transpired.
Asibuyele ke ku statement sakho esifungelwe lapha ku page number 7 la uchaza kabanzi ukuthi kwenzakaleni.
You say at paragraph 29 on that page that you informed Mr. Majola that you'd received the funds from Clomac Engineering, and he gave me a bank account through a handwritten note to which I had to pay the funds. Is that correct?
Lapha yana ku page 7 kumuqa lapha ku paragraph 29 uyabona ngithi
Yep.
la uthi wena uye watshela ubaba Majola ukuthi imali usuyitholile from lapha kwa Clomac Engineering wayesekunikeza ke i-bank account esicephezaneni ephepheni elincane la kumele khona imali uyikhokhele khona uyithumelele khona emva kwalokho.
Okay. I'm sorry ukuthi bese ngikhohlwe ukusho ukuthi ngiye ngimfonele. Yes kuyiqiniso ngiye ngimfonele nazi ingane zithi khona imali engenile bese ngilinde i-instruction yakhe.
Okay, I omitted to mention that I phoned him to inform him that the money is now into my bank account. So that's the part, Chair, that I've omitted to mention, that I phoned him.
Do you mean you would, as a practice, phone him once the amount had come into you, Isbonelo's account, or do you mean you phoned him on this particular occasion?
Ngicela usichazele ke le part baba yokuthi umfonele. Ingabe umfonele noma bekuyinjwayelo ukuthi imali mayingena mele umfonele noma ngalesikhathi nje lesi cha kula uye wamfonela khona wamtshela ukuthi imali ingenile noma bekuyinjwayelo ukuthi imali mayingenile mele umfonele?
Yebo bengijwayele kanjalo.
It was a practice.
Okay.
Chair, I see we're close to the 4 o'clock break time. There are a few remaining items on, well, actually I need to go into the detail of what then precisely happened. So it may be a convenient time to take the adjournment.
Well, I don't know whether you would like us to stop here or whether, depending on how much time you need with him, if we needed an hour, maybe we could cover
Yes.
go up to 5.
No, we should cover quite some substantial ground if
Yes,
it's
if-
convenient
Yes,
for us to
yes. No,
continue.
we can go up to 5 from my point of view, assuming that it's also convenient for everybody, including Mr. X.
Indeed.
But also we have to look at what difference that would make as for
Indeed.
tomorrow, because if in the end it won't make any difference, we may as well then adjourn and then continue tomorrow.
Chair, my view is it will make quite an impact to be able to have a further hour. I really do think I could get through quite a bit of the detail of the transactions.
Yes.
And it would be useful to get that out of the way, even if we have to return for a short
Yes.
period tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
Speaking for myself, I might just request a short comfort break if we're going to go on for another hour.
Yeah,
I'd be indebted for that, but otherwise I think we could usefully use an hour.
Yes. Mr. X, would you be able to continue until about 5 o'clock?
Babo X, ungakwazi ukuqhubeka kuze kube u-5 ihora lesihlanu?
Yeah, singazama.
Yes, we can try.
Miss Interpreter, are you able?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or have you got a challenge?
Yes, because I did not have transport to get here. Yes, I had a problem with my car over the weekend.
Okay, then we just have to adjourn.
do.
Yeah.
Indeed. Chair, I think we did discuss possibly starting earlier tomorrow. Is that still convenient?
I think the witness for tomorrow, how long do you think we might be with him? How many witnesses do you have?
We
for
only have Mr. Majola scheduled for tomorrow. So the
Yes.
idea would be to conclude with Mr. X and
Yeah.
then move to Mr. Majola. And I do envisage the day with Mr. Majola.
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe if we and Mr. Machola won't be needing an interpreter, do you know?
No, we have not been alerted
not
to
been
any such
alerted.
need, no.
If we are going to we can't go up to 5 tomorrow because of the other commitment.
Indeed.
So maybe we should then start early tomorrow. It's a pity we can't continue and cover some more ground
Yes.
today. What time were you suggesting we could start tomorrow?
With hesitation, I suggest 9, but even 9:30 would give us a bit more time.
Yeah, yeah. Shall we do 9:30? I was going to
Certainly.
do 9 o'clock, but there is something else that I need to
course.
attend to. Let's say 9:30. Let's say 9:30, and if need be, we will see where else we can make some more time.
Indeed.
I think maybe when we start tomorrow, it would help if you have a better picture in terms of how much time
Indeed.
we need before you, in order to finish Mr. Machola's evidence.
Of course.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then I don't know what was wrong today with the aircon. It's like it's hot. It's not
very
making
hot.
us cool. So somebody must please attend to that for tomorrow. Okay, Mr. X, we are going to adjourn the proceedings today. We are going to resume at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Babo X, sizomisa ke inkqubo yenkomishana namhlanje bese siqhubeka kusasa isikhathi ngo 9:30.
Ngiyabonga.
Thank you.
Okay, we adjourn.